All right, everybody, we're finally on to the fun stuff. Maybe everything was fun for you, but I really like the web design side of it. I'm going to show you in this video how easy it is to get a store up and running with our theme. We're going to design the theme. We've already uploaded it. We've already got the bones of the site. So it's really now about getting the theme to look like a brand, right? So to make things simpler, I've already created a pretty simple logo here. I have a slider image, and then I have three smaller images that are all the same size that I'm going to be using on the theme. Again, it's really important to remember that every theme is different, and the theme customized section changes pretty rapidly. At the time I'm making this video, this is what it looks like. I will show you online store themes, theme customize. At the time that I'm making this video, this is what it looks like. But a week ago, this entire sidebar was on this side. It looked different. The color scheme was different. And so that kind of confuses the layout, these type things, that kind of confuses people. This will always stay the same in the grand scheme of things. Things don't change that drastically. Things may look different on this video in a week than it actually was when I made it, but all those things are still there. You just kind of have to search for them. So like in one of the first videos, I explained that you guys need to like learn your platform, learn how Shopify has you set up, and it's the same for this. So again, also every theme is going to have a different sidebar here. If you have a paid theme, this is probably going to be 3 times the length, these options. And it's going to be different for every theme. Every theme is going to want a different size logo. Every theme is going to want a different size banner image here, this slider. They're going to want different size images down here. So all of those things you have to take into account. When you watch this video, don't just assume you're going to follow me step by step. I'm going to try to explain where you can find these things. But again, every theme is different, so you have to realize that before you go into this. So right now we're in the DSL theme, and this is the September 3rd version. When we find little tweaks, things that are not perfect, our students, our members tell us that, and then we go in and we change the theme. So again, this could be called something different, but right here is where you could actually see what theme you're working with. I'm going to quickly go back to show you again. We have our one theme here. We have the ability to purchase other themes, upload themes, and view them here. So again, we uploaded this in a prior video, and then we have the ability to customize the theme. If we want to see the theme, we can click this preview this theme, and this 3 little dot section here shows you if you want to rename it. So I'm going to do that to just show you guys how you can do it. So if you are going to be making edits to a theme and you're new to this and you're going to actually be getting in the code, you can come here and you can click duplicate, and you can have a duplicate of your theme here, and you can change this to a different title, say the date and what you did prior to the edits or what you were going to do, so that you know this is an old one and what exactly it is. So we have that. Then we also can edit the HTML and CSS. And I don't suggest doing this unless you've done it in the past. You may have to for an app, but that should walk you through step by step what you do. If you don't and you just want to play around with this, duplicate your theme and make sure you have a second one here, because one little wrong comma or bracket can completely screw up your website. So if you want to edit the HTML and CSS, if you need to because a theme suggests it, that you click these 3 dots, edit HTML, CSS, right? So this is all the files of your website. Just a few things that are the same on every theme, no matter what. Your theme liquid is always going to be the layout of the theme. That's your header and your footer, and then all of the other stuff like JavaScript and things like that. So this will be different for every theme, but know that the theme liquid is up here, your header, and your footer. And then that's always the same. You always have a 404 liquid. It may have different information here, like this is how the DSL theme is laid out, but that could be different. You'll always have an article liquid. You'll always have a blog liquid. You'll always have a cart liquid. You'll always have a collection liquid. You'll always have an index liquid, and the index liquid is your home page. So that is the liquid that is between here and here, so like not your footer, not your header, because that's on every page, but the theme liquid is always your home page. And then you'll always have a page liquid, and that's your content pages, like the about us, those kind of things. Remember when we clicked page contact, this is your contact page. Notice there's a form here. And then your product liquid is your product page liquid. So we'll hop into a product just to show you this. The product liquid is always the page. Okay, product liquid. All right, and then this is a new section that is coming. It has not come yet. Shopify is just giving a little teaser, but there's going to be a homepage section, file section, and that I don't know when that's coming out, but it should be rolling out soon. And that's basically a way to lay out your homepage. So some themes will have that, some themes won't. And then snippets, again, these are all going to be unique to your theme. Assets, this is where you're going to find your style sheet. The scss.liquid, this is just the theme, but in each style sheet we'll have this is mean style sheet, this cascading style sheet. So that's where we're going to be editing our CSS, which are what things look like, the colors, those kind of things. We don't actually have to do this, but if a app ever suggests you go into the CSS, that's where it's located. The CSS, either CSS or scss.liquid. And then finally, the configs down here, this is when we're actually editing the theme under customize theme. This is where it's actually going to be pulling that information too. And this is actually what's allowing us to select that within the theme customize. So again, these are just some small things. If you ever need to find them, that's where they're located in the HTML CSS section of Shopify. So themes, again, we're back here. If we want to edit our language, this is kind of confusing because sometimes some themes put text here that you'll want to change. And it's dependent on each theme. But so see, like our password page, we could change opening soon here to a different set of text. If we don't want the word submit for our forms, we can change that. So you can go through, if you want to delete Powered by Shopify, you can delete that here. And you can go through each one of these and change the text that's shown, right? So again, this is different for every theme, but if you can't find where text is located, it may be in here. So it's just a little tip. So again, we're in themes. See what else is here. We can download the theme file. So that's if you want to download it and have it externally. If you want to upload it to just like we uploaded the Shopify theme, the DSL Shopify theme. If we want to download the theme that we've edited and then upload it to another Shopify account, you can do that here by downloading it, and then you just do upload theme. And again, we've already done that. So now we're going to actually hop into editing it, and I'm going to jump in. Again, we are on this is the DSL theme. This will look different for everything, but this will not appear, this drop down. Theme info. If you have purchased a theme and you're going to need help with editing it, you go into theme info and it will give you the person to contact. For the DSL theme, it shows me. But if you've purchased a theme and you need help with it, you can go into theme info and that will give you the theme information. Edit code will bring us back to the HTML CSS. Edit language will bring us back to that language section with the random text that you may need to change. Okay. So and then also down here, I want to show you this. We can change the look of it to be a mobile, to see how it the screen is on mobile. And basically that's just going to show us if it's responsive or not and how edits we've made affect mobile versus desktop. So that's what that is down here. All right, so I'm going to hop right in and start editing. If I see any key things, I will point them out along the way, but I'm going to try to do this as fast as possible. I may be fast forwarding through it and then stopping when I actually have something to point out, but I'll hop in. And for this, guys, I'm just going to, you don't have to do it this way. I'm just going to make this like a red and black and grays and tans theme because I think that fits with this. But if you want to find your a color scheme, you can go to Adobe Color. Looks like Cooler, but it's Color. And you can kind of go through their different color schemes. You can search. You can upload an image, and then it'll pull colors from that image. So I'll just quickly try that for the American flag. So I uploaded this image, and here you go. You can edit this and actually make a color scheme based on an image. It's just a nice little way to make a color scheme that fits with your products. If you uploaded, say, one of your products here, you can use that as a color scheme. So I'm going to hop back in. I already know the colors I'm kind of looking for with this because I've already picked the images, and I'm going to run through this quick and see if I can get it done fast. And again, I'll jump back in with you guys if there's anything that pops up that I know that you would need to know. Again, this is going to be different for every single theme. Um, there'll still be a color section and things like that, but it, it won't have the same options. It won't have the same wording, and it'll be different based on the theme you have. Again, this is the DSL theme. And see, even with me, try something. If you don't like the look of it, it's really easy to change. So that's kind of what I'm doing here. Make sure you always click save before you head out if you want to save what you're actually working on. Now I'm going to go into the type. Doesn't really matter with my logo because I'm going to be uploading a logo. And my navigation, it's up top there. It's good. Okay, we're done with typography. Upload our logo, and this is important, guys. Each theme should tell you what they want the logo to be. I highly recommend making it simple and a rectangle, because if you have a big circle here, that's going to push all of this down, and you want your customers to see your products, not see your logo. Your logo isn't really that important. So I'm going to upload a logo, and you'll see how simple and small mine is, and then I'm going to make it even smaller. So again, this is from the DSL theme that's allowing me to do that. And some other themes may not. And then also, this is something I wanted to show you guys because I said earlier, every theme may have a different need for their the navigations. So for us right here, we have to have a top menu navigation. We don't have to, but for the DSL theme, you can. So right now, because our top navigation doesn't really have any content pages like our contact us or about us, we're going to click save, and I'm going to go back into my navigation section. When I see that there's a link list I could add, or navigation I could add, and I'm going to call it top menu. And then I'm going to add shipping. We don't have to call it shipping and returns. And then price match and contact. You know what? I'm not even going to call it about us and Take off the us to make it shorter. Again, these are pages. About. Shipping. Price match. Contact us. Save this menu. Go back into themes. Customize theme. That was under header. And now I'm going to add. See, it's giving me all of the top menu, the top name of the link list is giving me those options. So I can select any of those. I'm going to do top menu. And you'll see here about shipping price match. So people can get to those pages pretty quickly. And then a favicon. I actually didn't bring one over, but this is just going to be either 32 by 32 or 16 by 16 pixels, depending on what your theme says. And it's just this little image up here. So you can have it maybe just this cross. That's probably what I would do, but simple, maybe just even the initials of your website. So that's your favicon. Click Save. Now we're going to start working on the home page. Again, this is specific to the DSL theme, but you can see the general concept of it. This is pretty much always the same. You're going to show the link URL. So if you want your home page, say, to go to bestsellers, this right here is the URL. If you're already in Shopify and you're not going to an external link, you can just use the collection, like from after your domain name on, for that. And then we'll do the, again, this is the text, the image. Again, making this up as I go. And you just got to kind of work on the different tweaks, how you can make it. This is just some small little tweaks I would make. And the button's going to say Explore. That's to the right. We don't want, I'm not going to add another slide, but you could do the same exact thing and add multiple ones of these. I'm going to remove those and just have a static banner image. Okay, we're still on home page. If we scroll down on the DSL theme, make sure, even if it looks something like this, make sure you scroll down. Things can be hidden down below. So on this, we have our featured collections. That's what's showing up here. I'm going to do 3 of them on each row. I'm going to do bestsellers, made in America, and accessories. And above that, I'm going to do beginner, intermediate, advanced. Let's see if we could do kits maybe. Actually don't have any images for kits. Sets. I'll have to find images for those. But you'll see here that I just added different product collections to my homepage on Shopify. If it comes up like this where it's just actually showing a product image, you can actually go into, typically most themes work this way, go into your collections and find the collection. So we're looking at bestsellers. Say I want to add an image to bestsellers. Click bestsellers, upload an image, and I'm going to use this one, save, and then there was Made in America. And I'm going to use that. And lastly was on sale now that I want to use an image for. Or actually it wasn't on sale now, it was accessories. Collections. and save. And you'll see that now these images are popping up. So that's typically how it works for themes. If I want to add, say, a product, I'm going to pretend it's an intermediate product, just so that I could show you. See how now one came up, and then don't think we have any shaving sets. We'll put this one to shaving sets. I believe shaving sets. And that should pop up there as well. So you could see you can add images, or you could use other images for the DSL theme. You use your product images. But I'll go in and I'll mess with those, make them even, things like that. It's really important when you upload product images that they are all the same aspect ratio, so they should all be either squares or the same length to width ratio of rectangles, and that's your best bet on that, to make all of your product images line up. Like this one right here is up too high, and if I was to go in and edit it, I could make it lower. I'm going to also make the background there we go, so we could actually read. And yep, that's that. So we've just done homepage. We have our products in. I'm going to show some text on homepage, and you can select a different page. So how I'm going to do it is create a new page. And this can be literally whatever you want it to be. It could be some text where you actually have keywords in there, and different things like that. So you could really make this whatever you think is best for your homepage. I'm going to just show you how it's done, not actually go really in depth with this. But back to the homepage, I have that selected, and that was just called welcome. And so you could put images here, you could put text. Again, this is the DSL theme, but then I also want to enable rows, and I want to show bestsellers to add some products to my homepage, and have my blog showing, and I'm good with just one of them showing. I'm going to make the images smaller, the text a little bigger. Not going to show my SKU because I don't have one. For the DSL theme, we can show delivery dates, so estimated delivery based on our information. Then actually we want to show here our shipping and returns page. Again, if we want to find what that is, it's just right after our domain. Put that in. Okay. I'm going to make the add to cart button that dark red. We're going to have our first tab be information, our second tab be our shipping, our third tab be price match. Right? Now they're all there. We could also change for the DSL theme specifically, change like the layout of the theme. And we don't have any apps yet installed yet, but when we do, we'll be able to show the star ratings, the product reviews, and that will be down this whole side here. Or if we have it below, if we set this as below, it'll come up below there. So this is, again, just short tweaks. We did product page. I'm going to have our checkout be a full page. So you see when somebody adds to cart. it's now a full page. I could obviously edit all of this. I haven't done that yet. But cart page, we'll have a page. Social media. So again, remember the websites that are inside, that are internal, you only need to use this little piece here. But the websites that are external, like if you were going to link to your Facebook or Twitter or Pinterest, you'd need to select the entire thing. So you'd go to Facebook, you'd create your Facebook page the way that Michael Erickson will be showing you, and then you'll have that link to that page, and you put them right in here. So you can do Twitter, Facebook, Pinterest, but you have to do full links, right? So again, this is specific here to the DSL theme, but typically social media links will be within your theme. And I'm just going to do that and save. So the social media price format, I'm okay with how it's formatted. Let's take a look. I'm okay with that format. And then the footer, we have a pretty big footer on the DSL theme. So you can add some text, or you can delete that and not show it. Your phone number here, we'll leave that. We'll do info at. Our first link list is going to be our straight razors, or we'll do our quick links, and then we'll have our straight razors. Oh, that was for the top menu. That was for here. So you can add that. You can remove it. I will do, for up here, I'll do top menu so that we're not three of the same. There we go. Down here, just copy it. Make multiple lines. And we are good there. We're showing our social media icons. We have our newsletter, and we're good. I'm actually going to make, I don't really like that red. There we go. Okay. And again, making little tweaks. We just did the footer, and then the checkout page. It actually doesn't show you the checkout page, so you can edit things here. This is usually the same for all themes. So I'm going to use my storefront logo. I'm going to make it medium. Then I'm just going to make the accents and buttons this deep red, and save. So it tells us here that we can edit this a little bit more by going into checkout. And then sometimes, depending on the Shopify version, it will have a box up here that says we can actually see it when we edit it. But it's depending on the version. So right now it's not allowing me to do that, but I know that I just edited this here. So I know it will have like the same color scheme and layout. Shopify does not let you edit their checkout. So you could edit the colors and things like that, but besides that, you can't edit really anything else. They have basically the way they have their rating is that you can't edit it, so they make sure they're not stealing people's money and things like that. So so yeah, that's literally how fast it is to put up a template store that you could reach out to suppliers with. You know, I would make some tweaks. I could probably, shaving sets looks funky, so I can go back into here and remove shaving sets. But yeah, so it's that simple to get a store up and running that, you know, that looks decent enough to contact suppliers. When you get in touch with suppliers, you'll be uploading new images and all of that. So your original store, the template that you're going to be using, it doesn't have to be that grand and that intricate, right? Like this just took 15 minutes, 10 minutes. And if I wasn't talking, I'm sure it would go much faster. So again, those are some like little tweaks and things like removing this text down here, powered by Shopify. People always want to know how to remove that. Edit code. That'll always be in the theme liquid down at in the footer where it's located. See a powered by link. I'm just going to delete that link. This is again with the Shopify, DSL Shopify theme. And I also think that where it says shop name, it's showing my shop name. It's a little too long. So I'm going to change that from shop name to and save. So these are just little tweaks I would make. There we go. So here is my current website. So that guys, that's simple to get up a decent looking site. And I'm going to show you in the next coming videos how to add apps. And then we'll hop into kind of wrapping it all up and tying up the loose ends of how you actually get your store ready to launch from this point. So I'll see you guys in the next video.